Hello and welcome to another edition of Wolves Weekly, and joined now by Coach Brad Sandin. I'm Barrett Henderson, the Director of Media Relations. And Coach, we'll go ahead and start off with a big victory last week, actually Saturday, over St. Martin's, a key GNAC win there. We'll take a look at some of the highlights and just talk a little bit about that four-set victory. You started with a loss in the first set and great come from behind win there.
Yeah, you know, both of our matches this year against St. Martin's have been pretty close, hard-fought matches. This one was that way as well. You know, it was a great week because we only had one match, so we had a whole week of training. So I really enjoyed that. It was nice for the players to be able to go to school for a whole week, and so we always kind of like the St. Martin's week. But I thought we played well. We did good things at good times. We have a really young team on the court. We have as many as 5 first-year players on the court at once. So it's been a process getting those guys seasoned a little bit, and we had an opportunity to do that on Saturday and come out with a victory.
Yeah, talk a little bit about, from a coach's standpoint, how tough it is to kind of get your team refocused and come back after losing that first set.
Yeah, you know, I don't think we really made any changes. The first set was close. We just kind of refocused and did some better things at key times. You know, in the second set, we had a pretty easy time in the second set. I think 25-16 gave us a little momentum when we went in, and we were able to come back out and win the next 2 sets. So it's just a matter of sustaining a high level of play, and I thought we did that pretty well.
St. Martin's and you guys seem to be a pretty evenly matched teams. There was a real battle there. I believe the third set was 26-24, just a really back and forth match.
Yeah, as you mentioned, third set 26-24, and the fourth set was 25-23. So neither team really was able to separate themselves very far from the other. But as I said, it usually comes down to a couple key points, and we happen to be good on those key points.
Looking at one of your players right now, it's having not only a great season, but she's had an incredible career here, and that's Becky Blees, a senior. And Becky is now only 8 block assists away from the Great Northwest Athletic Conference career record for the conference, and that's just an unbelievable stat for her. Talk about what an asset she's been to your program.
Well, you know, first and foremost, Becky is an unbelievable young woman. She's great. She's just cheerful and happy, and she's been a great leader for us. She's in her 5th year. She's a 5th-year senior. She started I guess she started every match since her first year of eligibility. So she's played a lot of volleyball for us, and she's always been a very strong blocker. She's a really good attacker as well, but her specialty is blocking. And to be only 8 blocks away from the all-time record, it's pretty amazing. I'm really, really happy for her. And I'm guessing there's a really good chance that she'll get those 8, you know, this week. And it'd be fun to have her do it at home so the fans can kind of celebrate with her. But really happy for Becky that she's kind of putting a cherry on the top of her long career. And she has a chance to set a couple other all-time blocking records in our conference too as we go along here. So pretty exciting.
And you mentioned that she has an opportunity to break that record at home. We'll go ahead and start by talking about Thursday's match on Halloween against the Nanooks of University of Alaska coming here to Monmouth. Got a costume contest. Coach, you planning on wearing any costumes in the match?
Yeah, I think my general wardrobe is considered a costume.
Well, all fans who are wearing their costume on Thursday night get into the match for free. We're having a costume contest between the second and third sets. All that aside, and it'll be a fun atmosphere. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the match that's coming up and what Alaska is bringing to Monmouth on Thursday.
Well, just to add to what you said, it's really fun to play on Halloween. We almost always play on Halloween night. It happens that this year it gets to be home. So we're excited to play on Halloween at home. Alaska Fairbanks beat us in Alaska earlier this year, so we're pretty set on some revenge. It's another 2 teams that are closely matched. The match in Alaska was very close, much like the St. Martin's match was on Saturday. I think we're way better than we were when we played them earlier in the year. I just look forward to this match. I want to get back on top of those guys.
And Saturday, you have one of the hottest teams in the conference right now, Alaska Anchorage, and the Seawolves are going to come in here with a great record and one of the top teams in the GNAC. Talk about what kind of opponent UAA is.
Alaska Anchorage is very good. Prior to last week, they were undefeated in our conference. They had a tough week. They lost both of their matches, so I think they're going to come in here a little bit irritated and ready to go. We have always played well against that team. We played very well against them in Alaska, and it's a match that my players really enjoy. We like playing against that team. They're very, very good, very athletic, very balanced. It's going to be an exciting match, I think.
And that's actually another special night in the new PE building against Alaska Anchorage, and that's going to be a Dig Pink night. Talk about just being a part of that movement and that cause.
Well, I know the breast cancer awareness campaign is very dear to many of my players' hearts. I know many of my players have been touched by someone in their lives who has been influenced with breast cancer. So every year we do a Dig Pink night. Happens to be Saturday night this year, but I would invite everyone to come and join us, wear their pink. I think it's a great movement that the sport of volleyball in the whole has made for breast cancer awareness, and we're very happy to be a part of that.
So definitely everyone wear your pink on Saturday night, 7 o'clock match against Alaska Anchorage, but not before Thursday night. Thursday night's a Halloween match against Alaska Fairbanks, and that one's at 7 p.m. as well. We're giving out candy at the match and free entry to everyone in their costume. Coach, can't thank you enough for joining us today, and best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Barry. New PE is the place to be.